Very, very good evening, friends. This is Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak on 10th July 2021, I would be bringing a very important fact which is covering to the United States. I know that people generally do not value these things because most of the time the people tend to feel that whatever being said by somebody, maybe a minister, central bank, president, or anybody, it's a fact. But the hard reality is this: the most of the time, statements given by these people are not only end up useless but also create a big mess across the globe. And history is the witness. Like 2 days before 2008 financial crisis, there was a conference, and none of the senior officials of Federal Reserve acknowledged that there is a mess brewing up in the United States. They were very confident, in fact, pretty confident that there is no mess in the United States 2 days before the global financial crisis. And end result, what happened, we all knew. Trillions of dollars worth of national wealth, investors' wealth, I don't know how many banks, financial institutions closed, how many job losses. There is no exact data even after around 12, 13 years of that crisis. There is no exact data even that. And nowadays, Federal Reserve is more or less repeating the same mistake. Like very recently, there was FOMC, Federal Open Market Committee, on 16th June. FOMC chairperson Mr. Powell was like, the guy who is in the Terminator. I don't know, the gentleman, the lead person in the Terminator 1, 2, and 3. He was like this: go to hell, I am Terminator. I can withstand any firepower. And 14 days after FOMC, more than 50% of the cases in United States are Delta plus. After 14 days. But I'm not talking about FOMC today. I'm going to be talking about more than FOMC today, which is brewing up in the system. Guys, on 16th June, when Mr. Powell came in public domain like a Terminator, and he said that US is right on the job, and many Einsteins and intelligent and Edisons, Newtons just took his words very seriously, and gold down by almost $100 from 1850 to 1750. Thankfully, after this mess, many people realized that they committed a mistake, and slowly gold is coming up. Now 18, as we speak, is around 1810. Yes, the ego of the bear lobby hurted very hard, and especially Janet Yellen. Janet Yellen is a kind of lady who don't deserve to be a treasury secretary. Rather, I say that Janet Yellen do not deserve even to be a peon of Federal Reserve. How come she turned out to be a treasury secretary? And before treasury secretary, first Federal Reserve governor. That is the most important thing to me. It means that unlike many countries in Asia, United States also have politics. And the end result we all understand. So the ego of the Janet Yellen is really very much hurted. That I wanted to hike the rates, but Delta variant is growing. World Health Organization is giving warning. Hospitalizations are rising. Why the bloody hell I cannot hike the rate? So this is what the outlook of the Janet Yellen, to be honest. But there is another big thing which we have in US, and that big thing is the mortgage industry. You know that I always speak with data. I never put my point until otherwise I have the data with me. So I would like to thank you, the Thomson Reuters. Very much thank you to the Thomson Reuters who giving us this data, and thanks to Reuters that we got this data, to be very honest. Now guys, the problem which we are having in the system, just give me 1 minute. Let me look at, oh my God, there is some issue with Reuters. Okay. Now the problem we are having in the system, the problem is the size of the mortgage industry. We know that United States, as we speak, I took the data from a website called Statistica, and they said that the value of the US mortgage industry is around 16.6 trillion. 16.6 trillion. It's a huge amount, to be honest. And US is the largest mortgage player we have in the world. There is no doubt about that. No one can say that they are not the largest player in the world. In fact, the variety of the mortgage industry we have in the US, I really doubt whether we have anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, to be honest. I went to Reuters, I got some data. And let me show you some data and then I explain what is the relevance of this data. As we speak, YTD 2021, which means till 2000, the whatever happened in year 2021, around 375 billion worth of mortgage-backed securities are issued. Now, what is mortgage-backed securities? Mortgage-backed securities is nothing but there is a pool. There are many mortgages player we have in US. A pool is created and people, they transfer this pool in the form of securities. It's just like a collateral. Mortgage-backed securities is generally of two types. One is the residential mortgage-backed security and one is the commercial mortgage-backed security. We have one more type which is emerging right now, which is a mixed mortgage-backed security. Unfortunately, after COVID-19, the commercial mortgage-backed security is facing a very deep and denting hit. And unfortunately, none of the global channels, including Bloomberg, would like to discuss this. Because offices are closed, employers are asking their employees to work from home, Delta is spreading, Delta Plus is spreading. Employers do not want their employees to be work from office except few rudimentary banks, without quoting the name, who want their employees to be work and 5 days a week from the office. So commercial mortgage-backed security is definitely taking a big dent. As we speak, till 2021, which is during 2021, around 375 billion worth of MBS being issued. The Reuters data does suggest in 2020 around 665 billion, which is precisely double, closer to double, were issued. In 2019, around $550 billion worth of MBS being issued, which precisely means more than 1.5 trillion, more than 1.5 trillion is being issued effective 1st January 2019 till now. It means only in the 2.5 years, around 1.5 trillion is being issued. That's a huge amount, guys. In 2021, the leading banks, the leading book run led managers were JP Morgan to the tune of 53. The numbers were rounded off. Credit Suisse 44 billion, Morgan Stanley around 43, Citi is around 41, Wells Fargo is around 34, Goldman Sachs 32, Bank of America is around 28, Nomura is around 17. The total, not of these, all 25, those who were the leading, is around 375 billion. Now people are waking up and they are getting a mindset that whatever the Federal Reserve said is not true. The coronavirus is coming up, the market is definitely down, equity indexes are down, the MBS rates are coming down. And this is the next time bomb we are having brewing up in United States. Take the time, 10th July 2021. As the yields of the US are coming down, whether it's 5-year, 10-year, 2-year or 30-year, so as the mortgage-backed securities. There is another time bomb which is making up in the US. And the whole credit of this stupidity will go to Federal Reserve to give a hawkish statement at a time when it really not required and not plausible. I know that for most of the people, this video is not relevant because they do not know what MBS, they're not cared about US. But Treasury Consulting YouTube channel always covers a topic which no one else covering. Unlike other YouTube channel, we don't cover invest 500 rupees per month and get 1 crore after 10 years. We don't cover like these videos. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting Group. You know my personal number, which is +91 9899242978. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.